Alright, so let's see. We have HylianWes against Bishop, and we can see here the maps. The map draft is selected. This is the best of 5. This is the semi-final for Alfred the Alpaca. And we see that they will play on islands as the admin pick. HylianWes went with Quarry and Bypass, so if you want to close maps. Bishop went for hybrid maps with Evacuation and Cross. And let's see what they pick as civilizations. So they have Armenians, Georgians, Vikings, Spanish, Khmer, and Britons for Bishop, and then Malay, Goth, and Portuguese. And HylianWes went with Burgundians, Teutons, Lithuanians, Italians, Mongols, Byzantines, spanning Romans, Persians, and humans. So we start with game 1 on islands, and we'll see what they pick. I guess Bishop will go with Armenians or Vikings, and Hylian is probably going to go with Italians. So let's find the game. Alright, we are in. Let's remove proper war. Let's start the game. So we've got Vikings for Bishop and Italians for HylianWes. So in this matchup, I would tend to favor, I don't know. They are both very good civilizations. Of course, Vikings don't get fighter ships, which is a huge downside. On the other hand, the longboats are very strong. And so the map is pretty standard. The islands are facing each other. They are relatively far. I've seen generations where the islands are closer to each other. And the middle islands are actually in the middle, which is not always the case. They are going to wood. See if we can speed this up a little. So I see 5 on wood for HylianWes. Building a house in the top. Bishop already has a backdog. So let's have a look. Population 15 and 15 villagers, so they are head to head still, which is pretty normal for Dark Age, but sometimes it's even possible to make mistakes. War is in for West, and Bishop is bringing in second war. here, only one for west, still what to do now. It's building another house. And let's switch. So see west, that is a little behind with villagers. Which I guess it has to do with the fishing ships being late. That's 10 on board, 4 on board, he's up to feudal. With 19 builds. That is a bit early. Bishop is up to 30 builds. And he's going for a mining camp on gold. Let's see if West is doing the same. Not yet. You might want to add gold because you need gold to produce galleys or fire. West is building outposts to check for landing, and Bishop is building houses around the island, also for the same reason. Let's see. Oh, they both went with loom, which is can be optional on island because you expect early fuel pressure, but in case of landing it's good to have loom. I guess getting it early it's better than forgetting later. Let's see, both sides have fishing ships on the shorefish, which is not great because it gathers food more slowly. And since both Bishop has the problem that 3 fishing ships are not enough to keep producing villagers, especially if they are on the shorefish. In the lead, number of villagers, 7 to 23. I'm gonna check the settings. The addictive me is suggesting let's see. Does it look better now? We'll try like this. And I'm not sure I can change the settings on the okay, we see that is moving forward Bishop. So 4, 5, 4 galleys. will not get worked on. And there's a fire galley for west. So, some fighting here. There's a good number of guys, but the 3 fighters should be able to shoot this. A lot of galaxy Bishop. And not enough fire right now for west. So, yes, west has only these 3 galleys, whereas Bishop has 9 of these. 9 galleys will definitely be needed for fires. And more are incoming. Now the big west will go down. Luckily west already has the farming economy, so it's not gonna be terrible, but still it's gonna be difficult to come back on water right now because he only has 1 dog. I don't know if Bishop is thinking about the landing, trying to find a spot, or what, or just looking for back dogs. Bishop is not on stone, so not in passive range. So West could actually upgrade the fighters. These upgrade crossbows. Upgrade the ships as well. No, it did not. Or wait, does it mean that it's upgraded? I'm honestly not sure. I can check this. No, it hasn't researched the fire. The upgrade to the galleys. So, what is written crossbow? It's an interesting choice. I think you want to try and get the crossbows over and raid, but the problem is if you don't control the seas, transport is very likely to go down with the crossbow inside. There's a castle, but it's a bit conservative. It doesn't even reach the shore. Could have been definitely more forward. Because that will give you then an area where you can place some safe dogs. So Bishop got 2 castles and immediately upgraded the galley. 2 galleys now. Circling around to check the back dogs. This is building 1 here on the side. But he's focusing a lot on controls. And I apologize, it's the first time that I stream, so I'm trying to do my best here. My stuff isn't optimal. I'm only on screen, which doesn't make it easy. I'm checking a lot of settings, so I try to do my best. So dog is up. Wes is building some airships. However, it's gonna be hard with all these water galleys. And thank you for the follow, Lily. So it's long boats, and then it's gonna be even harder. Long boats are extremely good. So let's see West. That's the range and damage upgrades to his bracer. Doesn't have ballistics yet. It doesn't have the wood trade, but it's doing it now. Let's check what Bishop is doing. So it also has the upgrade, but yeah, actually it's not affected bracer before, so I was wrong. He has ballistics. He also has anti-guard. And the wood upgrade. Doesn't have ore color, but he doesn't have a ton of farms either. And here, yeah. I mean, fires will. I don't see them winning. Yes. One or 2 ships, but yeah, it was not enough. And he has a tempest die immediately to the galleys, so not gonna help much. And it's not looking too pretty for West. Bishop has complete control over the sea. He's on 4 dots, which is arguably not a lot, but still better than 1. 1. And Bishop is landing on the middle island. And it also has a scout. He probably wants to bring the scout on West Island to scout around. I will restart stream between games. Okay, let's see if it's the microphone issue. I tried to change the quality and so on. So Bishop is at 150 pop, whereas West is at 69. Now this is a better placement for the castle. The first castle should be in here. It actually defends the dogs. Now if you have another 2 dogs, you can think about the comeback. So the fire should ideally be inside the box, because then you can have up to 10 inside, and then you can push them out all at the same time, and you immediately have a big mass of ships. Like this, you're vulnerable if Bishop comes in with a big mass here of galleys, and the fires will never build numbers. This one is going down, and as you can see to the west, it's second TC. Whereas Bishop is already 4 TC, he's clearing his island from all the trees. So let's have a look at the resources. West has 1,000 food, which is not very useful on this map. But wood and gold are, yeah, he keeps producing, so that's good. Let's check Bishop. Bishop is super housed, but it's out at almost 200 pop now. And it's going to imp, it's almost up. Has 1,000 gold, and yeah, a lot of resources in general. He's spending relatively good. I mean, it's almost 200 pop, so. So now, yeah, there's the fires. However, like this, they're not gonna. Let's see if it takes the engagement. I think it's a bit early for the engagement. We need more, but it seems to be working. It seems to be working. And Bishop retreats, and probably West is taking a deep breath, because that's a relief. It shows that the fighters can win the fight. However, yeah, West is going to imp. But he's building transports. It's not easily building any more fighters, and that's a bit of a problem. He also would need more villagers, honestly. He's using fires. Oh, that's so bad. Oh. And see here that the crossbows and Jenny's crossbowmen are completely useless. They're nice. I would have liked these resources to be into fire ships, honestly. And what is this? What is this?
Salve. Presto.
So we see 12 villagers next to a dock. So traps coming up for bishops on the middle island to push down to destroy the docks. And here the villagers are going into the transport ship. For Bishop, will they go to the other middle island or will they try landing on West Island? We shall see. These transports are taking the long route. They contain the crossbowmen and the Genoese crossbowmen. But at this point, I mean, there's not much that you can do because Bishop already has a massive boat, has villagers here in the middle. It's already to the point where he's gonna soon, he's not refreshing, oh, maybe he's still refreshing the farm. Soon he will stop refreshing the farm. And he will start also killing some villagers to have more military space. How it's coming up for West. See, the crossbow will make it. So here's another castle, so he went for the other little island. Longboats are shredding everything in their way. The transport ship is here. We will land next to the docks, so Bishop knows. Or maybe it's here, who knows. Okay. And here they go. Not all of them though. But West has serious trouble at home. Getting some max kills. But I'm afraid that's not really going to be enough. Bishop notices. He now knows. Will he react? No, he doesn't. Okay, he brought back his longboats. And we see some cannon galleons in Bishop. And the crossbow will all die here. And the GG hit scored. Well played to both of them. Congratulations to Bishop for the nice victory. And I will now try to fix this audio problem. Let's have a look at the map draft. And I will restart the stream and see if that fixes it. So let's go into the next game. So Islands was won by Bishop, so West will choose the next map. It's likely to be Quarry, but he could choose another one. He choose Bypass or even a map that Bishop chose. And let's have a look. Oh, I'm happy that the microphone works better. Let's have a look at the sieves. So we saw Italians lose to Vikings. And so if this is Quarry, I expect maybe Burgundians against maybe Georgians or Spanish. We'll see. Let's see if the game is up. Let's have a look. Yes, the game is up. Let's switch to it. So we have Spanish against Burgundians on Quarry. So, Addictive Me, do you hear the sounds from Age of Empires? And is the volume correct? Or anyone else, really? Okay, so the game is a bit loud. Let's change that. Sound volume. Well, that doesn't matter. Okay. I hope this is better. Okay, this is the game 2, possibly of 5. The first game went to Bishop on Islands, and now we'll see who wins on Quarry. This is a map chosen by Wes. So Wes is going for the back wood line, found his sheep. Also Bishop is here. I don't see a lumber camp yet. No, it's back there. It's hidden behind the big trees that I haven't disabled. Can I disable them? Interface. No, it's graphics, right? I think. Or game? Small trees. Well, okay. I cannot enable small trees. We'll get the basic experience. Okay, first boar comes in for Bishop. That's the first. And Wes also is bringing in the boar. No TC for him. Alright. So he's starting to build a house as part of the wall for the front. Bishop seems to be moving forward with his scout. The scout for West is a bit blocked. Bishop uses a sheep to go to the sides. Also on the other side, no. Let's see if Bishop forgets the sheep there. Oh, West got the sheep. Interesting. Very interesting. So let's see what Bishop sees. Okay. And now West. Let's switch to West. And yeah, he's exploring with the sheep. It's gonna be hard to bring it back home without Bishop finding his sheep again. But maybe you can delay. Let's remove the fog of war. So the Burgundians can research eco-technologies one age earlier. So technically Wes could research right now double bit axe and horse collar. Of course, horse collar is not very useful because you're not building farms. in the Dark Age normally. And but the wood upgrade might come in handy. However, probably after clicking up to feudal, because otherwise you delay your feudal age uptime. Now Spanish have a very strong play with conquistadors early in the Castle Age. If Bishop manages to do that, it can be really annoying to deal with. So the sheep is here, hidden. Bishop will have one sheep less. Let's have a look at villager count. West is ahead by one villager. And now 2. But maybe Bishop is already clicked up. Yes, he has. So that's why. So Bishop clicked up with 18 villagers. Which is very early. Well, there's more extreme, but still it is early to go up to feudal with 18. Oh, we see a sneak. Has West noticed? Or not? Probably not. I remember this game because that's what happened in my game against Bishop on this map. He only had one villager, but still he went exactly this way. And I was also building the wall. I could see for a second the villagers, but I didn't see it actually. So an immediate archery range goes down for Bishop as soon as he's up. That's gonna be a bad surprise for Wes. Let's see how he reacts. So he builds houses here next to the wood line. I think I would prefer the houses in front, but I also tend to leave the back too much open, especially if I know that when I know that somebody went through, for example here, I should be walling up, and I never do that. So Bishop is mining the gold, but he forgot to finish the mining camp, so the villagers are going back. Oh, okay, he notices. He notices. It would have been hilarious. So archers are coming. Let's see if there's a blacksmith. I don't see a blacksmith for Bishop. No, there isn't one. So these archers have no fletching. 4 archers with fletching are actually very annoying to deal with. Even more if there's a spear with them. Does Wes see this? Because Wes has an outpost here. Let's check. So let's go here. Oh, that's so unlucky. That's so unlucky. He doesn't see it. Oh. Oh well. He's gonna find out. Yeah, that's a lot of outposts. It's not necessarily good because the outposts cost a little bit of stone. And while it might be a good idea to have an outpost next to this and an outpost here, the other ones take away from stone that you might need for a TC. So Wes has completed his front wall, which is not gonna do him nothing because the archers are here. And Bishop has not walled up completely yet. Almost though. He's building a palisade here, so I'm guessing he has a wall going to here. That we unfortunately don't see because I don't have capture age. The sheep is still walking around. And the archers are moving out. Exactly as Wes is going to gold. but the archers are not finding it. There's only 3 archers actually. Oh, 4, 5. Okay. Horse collar for Wes. Double bit axe for Wes. That's a bit late. He cancelled horse collar to get double bit axe first. That's a bit late with Burgundians. But that's alright. Second archery range for Bishop. Let's see. So yeah, he has... I think he has enough eco to sustain both of them. Yeah. He's housed at the moment, which is a bit of a problem. So he saw the outpost, so that means also Wes now has noticed because the scout is here and is being attacked. So Wes knows, and those archers are moved here. Let's see how Wes reacts. I see a wall coming here. So he's trying to wall off maybe this side. Huh. So he went out of gold and is building a market to probably get the resources that he needs. Let's have a look. I don't have capture age because I'm on Linux, so and that doesn't work on Linux. Sorry. And that's very annoying because I have to do all sorts of calculations to figure out if I'm idling my TC when going up to feudal or castle age. I made a whole spreadsheet to figure out do I have idle time or not. So this is skirmishers coming out, which is good. I hope they will get inside the archery range at first. Yes, perfect. Bishop is being a little bit passive, honestly, with the amount of archers. He should just move out and kill a lot of villagers or idle the eco. Both is fine, honestly. Did he build the blacksmith? He's building it now. That's late. You should have the blacksmith way earlier, so that as soon as you get the 4th archer, you can get fletching already, and then you can already do some damage. And the market is coming up for Bishop as well. So now the archers are moving. There's 4 skirmishers for Wes, which is not a lot, but Wes is almost up in castle age. However, those skirmishers will not get to castle age against this many archers, especially because there's no armor upgrade, is there? No, there's no armor upgrade. So yeah, there were some skirmishers, but not anymore. Should have been more patient, especially since Bishop was being a bit passive. Walling here might have been a very good idea, actually. Or maybe even here, between the stable and the house. At this point you can do stone walls if you want. And yeah, so Wes is creating knights. It doesn't have a great eco for knights. Not a lot on gold, and also not a lot of farms. They are coming though. Also no horse collar. No horse collar is really bad. It's gonna give wood problems. Well, I could argue that maybe 11 on wood is a bit too much. However, the problem with knights is that they will die to this amount of archers. Especially if there's no upgrades, and there aren't any. Those villagers are dead, And the tower won't matter because you just put your archers below the tower and stand ground and you kill all the villagers. And the tower won't do anything. Yeah, this is looking very bad for West. Very, very bad. Yeah. I mean, the tower is doing more damage than maybe it should. But the villagers are going down. Now those villagers on gold will also go down as soon as Bishop notices. And... oh, there's a castle here from West. So he's trying to go through and with the Coustiller and raid in Bishop's economy. However, 27 villagers for West against 42. I'm not sure. We'll see. So we have 3 Coustiller going in. The archers are now killing the gold villagers. More archers coming here. Notice that Bishop stayed in feudal. It went all in with the archers. Built a 3rd archery range here. Has a little base here. And is now going to the middle to mine some gold. So the gold villagers are dead. West has nothing on food, nothing on gold, nothing on wood right now, but it's building a TC. That's not looking good. The Coustiller are going in. We'll see. So Bishop is just sitting around. There's one knight in here, but one knight will not do anything. The Coustiller have been noticed by Bishop. So I doubt they will get a lot of value. They might get some value here on the wood line, but there's a hole. No, there's no hole. Nice quick walls from Bishop. I think there's a hole. There might be a hole here, but not here maybe. However, the other way around. There's a hole. Villager dead. There they are in. So now the walls are not helping. They are helping the Coustiller deal with the villagers. And yeah, the villagers, I think they are all dead. Yeah, Bishop is destroying the walls. So here the villagers, some archers walked under the TC and died. So the KD is actually in favor of West right now. However, villager count, slightly in favor of Bishop. Not that much though. Not that much. So this game might not be completely over. However, West has no gold. Barely has any food. And yeah, Bishop still has somewhat an economy. Doesn't have wood anymore, but that's easy to fix. So he's up to castlage now. Those archers will probably become... oh, thumbering. Thumbering before crossbow. Huh. Do they get crossbowmen? Yeah, they do, right? Oh no, they don't. Spanish don't get crossbowmen, so that kind of explains it. It's interesting to go archers with a sieve that doesn't get an upgrade. But I mean, there's a lot of archers. However, if West manages to get his upgrades on the Coustiller, then he could still make a comeback from that. Because now the eco for Bishop suddenly has disappeared. 0 on food, 0 on wood, has some on gold here and some here. That's the most of his eco here. And he's building a defensive castle, which is good. However, whereas Coustiller with armor upgrades can walk under a castle for a little bit. Archers definitely cannot, and they are dying to the TC here. So they are, yes, idling the eco a little bit. However, he lost a lot of archers here. So the KD is now definitely in favor of Wes. However, his eco is in shambles. And yeah. So Bishop has a lot of villagers inside the TC. Yeah, still no wood whatsoever. He has some food. However, food is not helpful for archers. Not that you can continue going archers in Castle Age, since you don't get the crossbowman upgrade. So let's have a look at the eco for Wes. So has a lot of villagers in here. They are scared of these archers. What you could do is try to lure the archers towards the TC with one villager and bring them back. But the eco here is working. Unfortunately, no gold. But there's a market. You could play around with that. Just enough to get a bit of mass of Coustiller and get the upgrades. Unfortunately, no upgrades for the Coustiller. I would like to see the armor upgrade. You get the armor upgrade, and then you can start picking fights with those archers. And once you clear those archers, Bishop is in a tight spot. He has 19 villagers. That's not looking good. So he did a lot of early damage, but he also took a lot of damage from that raid here. Very well played from Wes. And the Coustiller have arrived, and the archers are no more. So now Wes can go back to farming, can go back to gold, can go back to having a decent eco, whereas Bishop, it's a bit harder. I see a Conquistador here. Maybe that's the switch that Bishop is going to do. However, unless he gets a good mass, these Coustillers should be able to manage the Conquistadors. Especially if they get armor upgrades, which they don't. But it's probably lack of gold. So now Wes is looking at this base and is wondering, okay, how do I get in and kill those villagers? Bishop is walling off probably the gate entrance, and yeah, and suddenly there's peace. The problem with Conquistadors is that they are very expensive. 60 food and 70 gold. And it's not good when your eco is in this state. Bonjour. Even with idle villagers. Hey, Maestro. And so the Coustiller destroyed the gate, but Bishop walled himself in. Doesn't want to get out. Not that it matters much, but you can destroy your house and then kill those villagers, maybe destroy the archery ranges, but I mean, these archery ranges are not very scary until Imperial Age, because then there's the hand cannoneer and that could be a problem. So Bishop is walling himself in, which is a good idea. He took a lot of damage from those Coustillers. And he has 7 Conquistadors, which is a nice number, because if those Conquistadors now go here, you kill a lot of villages if West doesn't notice right away. So here the villagers are dead. Or I think they are dead. Unless they... Yeah, they are dead. I don't see... I don't see the bodies. Where are the bodies? Where are the bodies? No bodies. Okay. The score is 1-0 for Bishop. He won on islands. And this is the perfect occasion for West to come back and win this game. It is not won yet, but it is kind of looking good. The early aggression was very scary, but West managed to not lose his cool, not resign early, and now has a very comfortable villager lead. Bishop is also building back his numbers, but not as fast as West was able to do. Still no armor upgrades. I would like to see armor upgrades. Wait, this is Bishop. Bishop has the archer armor upgrade, which is good. Yeah, no armor upgrades for the Custille for West. So now Bishop here is behind stone walls. However, here there's palisades, double palisades, but still palisades. But okay, there's stone walls also here, with some villagers outside who found the ship that was stole early on. And yeah, so technically there's double palisades as well here, but they are under the castle, so it's a bit hard to get in. However, if this turns into a booming game, so there's 2 TCs from West and there's only 1 from Bishop, and West already has the villager lead. So if this turns into a booming game, I think West is favored here. We'll see. So West is now back on gold, finally back on stone, so he can build another castle. Would not be a bad idea to build a castle around here, maybe here on this gold. And that's something that Bishop should be considering. He has 1 on stone. Let's check the resources for both. Do I have it here? Yeah. So West is floating some gold now, but the resources are looking better for West. Has a good farming eco right now. Yeah, that's good eco. I would like to see this gold being used. Oh, finally the armor upgrade for the cavalry. And also the attack upgrade, but the armor is more important. Maybe wheelbarrow would be nice. The wood upgrade. Bishop. Well, okay, the Custille are clearing this space, so that's the end of that. Bishop. Okay, he's back with a good farming eco, and also the gold is looking okay right now, and has a good number of conquistadors. So that's a bit the risk for West. If he doesn't build more army, then those conquistadors will be very hard to deal with, and maybe also walls. Yeah, maybe wall here, and you're cool. And once you have the stone, which he probably has right now, yeah, I think he should try and build a castle forward. He might be a bit scared. Oh no, I don't like this castle. I don't like this castle. Because they are both afraid, actually. I mean, this castle will probably not go up before the conquistadors show up, unless West adds a lot of more villagers. Let's see, because the conquistadors will go in through the palisades in just a second, especially this one. Yep, the conquistadors are in, and the castle will be denied. No, the castle will not be denied because Bishop chooses to go the other way. But this castle serves nothing. So, yeah. I mean, I get it, you feel a bit maybe safer, but as you can see, units can just walk around it and then go raid in other places, like here right now. Coustiller will come in, also has Cavalier upgrade. He's building more army now. However, the conquistadors are hard to catch. They go fast, they will come in here. However, here there's a castle, so there's another castle. Bishop has to pay a lot of attention, and if those conquistadors go down, then he's gonna be in trouble with the counterattack. No, the Coustiller are pulling back. They are not interested in chasing them, which is a good choice probably. So Bishop has built a second DC. Let's look at the villager counts again. 51 to 61. So Bishop has caught up a little bit with West. Bishop is building a house along the wood line. He's probably trying to wall it off, fearing another castle on the other side maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so West is going up in Imperial Age. I don't think Bishop is able to go up to Imp yet. No, not yet. So he's getting some upgrades for his conquistadors. However, his army numbers are not good. He has 5 conquistadors left. Oh no, he has more. They were all inside the castle. So he has 20 conquistadors. Well, no, 19. One was the scout. DC, I think she's not casting. I asked, and well, since I didn't get a positive answer, I'm doing it now. Otherwise, I would have joined DC on the stream. She has a better setup, more used to it, but we'll make do with what we have. So 20 conquistadors are a good number. However, the problem with the conquistador is that its value falls off later in the game, especially now that West is basically in Imperial Age. We'll see. How are the upgrades? Still missing armor upgrades. He did the attack upgrades first. I would prefer to see the armor first for the Cavaliers, especially if you're fighting against range units. So now Bishop is trying to go for a town center in the middle. It's a critical part of the map for late game, because the gold in the base will run out eventually. And ooh, this is a good fight. This is a good fight for West. And oh, that's really bad. The conquistadors are all going down. That's real bad for Bishop. The town center goes up, but for how long? I expect Trebs. I hope Trebs come out. I would like to see Trebs. Panic Monastery to deal with this mass of Coustiller and Cavalier. However, if the Trebs come, I'm a bit pessimistic for Bishop's situation here. Villagers are equal though. West has to keep up the villager production if he doesn't want to fall behind. But he also needs trebs. He's doing chemistry. But he needs trebs. Trebs should have been out as soon as Imperial Age came. And because once this castle is down, then the base for Bishop is completely... gets completely overrun. And the army count is good. 31 for West. There's a monk as well for healing or picking up relics. Where is the monk? He's here next to the monastery. Picked up the relic. University. Oh, Bishop is walling this side. He's concerned about the castle on this side or whatever. However, in Imperial Age, I mean, that's not an issue anymore because you should have traps coming out. Here they are. They are coming out of this castle. 2 traps. And yeah, that's exactly the side I'd like to see an attack from. I would like to see a castle here, now. Here, now. You have the stone. Castle. Castle. Because that gold ran out for Bishop. If a castle comes here, that's a problem. Okay, it's still a timid castle, if you ask me. But okay, you control the gold. I don't know if you hit the TC. It seems right on the line. I think it doesn't range the TC, which is unfortunate. Ay. But good number of villagers, 11, and at the same time an attack is coming here on the gold. What is he attacking? The wall, I guess. Yeah, he's attacking the walls. I don't know, I would have... Honestly, you could attack from behind the walls very safely. Because... yeah, you've only seen conquistadors. Now Bishop is adding pike and some missionaries. But... yeah, that's not going well. So there's... alright, monk goes down. The missionary might convert something, or maybe not. Maybe die under the castle. He did convert a knight, cavalier. I don't know. And yeah, so West is in the base, and I suspect the GG will soon be called because this is not looking good for Bishop. And yeah, I do not see a comeback right now. I mean, good job bringing the knights under the castle fire. However, that's only working because one armor is lacking. Still, West is losing more numbers than he should. Doesn't need to lose numbers, he can be patient. The trebuchets will do the job. Actually, I would like to see 1 or 2 more trebuchets. Could even go faster. But yeah, I don't see a way for Bishop to push back. It's not in imp. A castle is coming finally. I would have liked to see this castle earlier. The castle is down, the TC will go down. There's another castle back here, but it's only gonna be trapped down. And yeah, we are waiting for the GG. There's even a hole in the wall, so it's not like the villagers are protected or anything. Still, Bishop has more villagers than West. West stopped completely producing villagers at 71. It's a bit early. Yeah, it was well played from Wes. I'm honestly not sure I would have managed such a comeback. That was very well played. I think it was the wrong civilization for Bishop to pick for this strategy, because he had so many archers that then became useless the moment Castle Age came in. If those could have been upgraded, then that would have been a different story. Yeah, that adds a bit of a desperation. So now if you're West, you build a wonder. No, I'm kidding. That would be highly disrespectful. But you should be doing more traps to make it go faster. It's building another town center next to the other, just for villager production, I guess. But I mean, sure, choke point works, but not if you're against this many units and there's a hole on the outside. So careful, Wes, your traps are going down. That's so painful. But this might remind Wes to build more trebuchets, you know? So there's another castle. The GG is called GG. Well played. Well played from there. What a game. That was really nice. A really aggressive start from Bishop, but West did not give up, and he made a comeback and won. So we see in the chat that Bishop says, "I forgot Spanish don't get crossbow," and West says, "Oh, good to know. Rematch is on evac." Okay, they spoiled us the map. Let's take a look at the map draft. So we saw islands, we saw Quarry, and next we're gonna have evacuation. So on islands we have Armenians that won against Italians. No, sorry, we have Vikings that won against Italians, and we had Spanish lose to Burgundians on Quarry. What is it going to be on evac? I'm suspecting Armenians from Bishop. My microphone sound changed. Oh, that might be the reason. Is it better now? I think it should be better now. Okay, good. So I'm suspecting Bishop will pick Armenians on evac, and Wes might go with Byzantines. I don't know. Mongols could also be good. I mean, we'll see. Let's see if the game is up. It should be up because we're a bit behind. Find hidden. Italians were already picked for islands. So they are still setting up the lobby. So yeah, we are not that far behind as we thought. And it is an interesting matchup. I think the two players are very close. I spoke to both. We actually have very good conversations in the Alpaca bracket between each other, which is very nice. I'm loving it. And yeah, both are solid players. Bishop has shown that he likes sometimes to spice it up with particular strategies, something unexpected to throw you off your game. But Wes has shown good resilience in adapting, and yeah, I really like this second game. And yeah, before the match, Wes was nervous because he was saying, "Oh, Bishop is almost 1,000 elo and whatever." But I told him not to worry because elo doesn't mean that much in the end. It can be misleading, and as we see, the players are very close, so the elo does not matter. So the lobby is still being set up. Who do I think is the favorite? Personally, I think that that Bishop is slightly favorite. However, anything can happen. And I'm noticing now that maybe you don't see the Civ draft on stream. Ah, you do. Okay. Good. Good. I know why I don't see it. It's because I didn't refresh. Yeah, exactly. Now I see it. All right. Let's see if the game has started. Not yet. They are still setting up the lobby. I don't know if I can show which ones were played, honestly. Can I? No, I don't think I can. Let me maybe, okay, do that. It's exhausting, yeah. Best of 5 can be really hard. And imagine a best of 7, how like the pros do. But yeah, I mean, after a best of 3 that goes 2-1, you are definitely exhausted. You are both exhausted and ecstatic, you know, if you won. Well, I guess also if you lost, because it's kind of nice to play. And I can only imagine how it is in the best of 5, thinking, okay, we're 2 games in and we still have potentially 3 games to go. And yeah, so I would kind of expect them to take a small break in between games. Makes sense. And yeah. So I see that the Khmer were picked at random from Bishop. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. So he had more civs to choose from than he knew to pick. Which is interesting. From West, I'm seeing essentially all cavalry civilizations, which makes sense for the elo. I also default to that because that's the simplest strategy to execute. And Bishop has a bit more variety. I mean, you can do knights with on most of these civs. I wouldn't do knights with Vikings maybe, or not past Castle Age. And I'm not sure about the Breton Knights, honestly. How are the Breton Knights? Franks and Magyars. Yeah, no Franks and Magyars. So the Breton Knights are not too bad. They get all the armor and attack upgrades, but they only get up to Cavalier. They don't get Paladin, which is okay. In a 1v1, Paladin is not necessary. However, they lack Hussar. They don't have bloodlines. That's a bit... yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So they're okay, not the best. Of course, Britons are known for their archers. And let's check again. Is the game... no, doesn't seem like the game has started yet. Oh, it has started. Let's see. Okay, let me switch to the game. There we go. All right. So we have on Evacuation Bishop with the Armenians, as I predicted, and the Lithuanians for West. So we'll see how it goes. Let's move a bit faster because we know the start. However, we know that the start is not entirely standard on this map. We'll see if the players will go to dock or do the evacuation as they are supposed to. So we see already Bishop get the cow from the mainland, which is what you're supposed to do. So the scout is here, hasn't found this cow. And Rhino coming in west. Good. So there's 3 on wood. And here's the 4. Has Wes, let's see if Wes has explored the main island. He hasn't. Is he looking for the 2 extra sheep that are not there? Or did he find the sheep? He found his sheep, so there's no other sheep to be found. And normally you expect 4 initial sheeps and 2 plus 2 on a standard map, but here there's only 4 and then another 2. And then you have to go to the mainland and find the cows, get the berries, get the hunt, the usual boars, and so on. And that's the tricky part of this map. If you haven't practiced it, it can set you back a lot. We did discuss this map with Wes, so he should be aware of those things, but if you haven't practiced, it's easy to forget. Whereas Bishop has a dock, Wes has a villager lead, which is interesting this early. Why is there such a villager lead? Probably some idle time, some idle TC. So Bishop is creating the first ship. Maybe he got housed. Seems like this villager was meant to take the boar. Decided to dance a little bit, and then the boar does not follow because it fell out of the vision. But I don't see a dock for West. I see a mill. I'd prefer a dock, but okay. The boar is in. So there's plenty of cows that needs to be found. Bishop is exploring with a cow here. The scout from West is idle. The scout from Bishop is running around. And let's see what they see. So Bishop will soon find the berries and the mill and all the villagers that are coming over. And West instead doesn't see much, hasn't explored the mainland. All those villagers are idle because they are waiting for to hunt the boar. No, they will build a lumber camp. That's good, because the wood lines on the main island are pretty slim. They look lush because I have big trees on. Let's see if, yeah, Bishop is up in feudal. 18 villagers, sorry, 19. No, that's West, sorry, that's West. My mistake. No, Bishop is not up. Well, he clicked loom and up now, so he will go up with 20 villagers, 2 fishing ships. But West is already in feudal. It's a bit early for feudal, but yeah. Let's see. Bishop has built a barracks here. West is building one now, which is a bit late. Like, if you go that early up to feudal, you want to have the barracks already up and then immediately build whatever, the stables or the Asher range. In this case, the stables would be, because the idea would be to do scouts, I guess. Some harassment from Bishop. The villagers chase him away. So the dock is a big advantage for Bishop. However, 2 fishing ships is maybe not enough. Would like to see more. It's gonna build another mule cart for the hunt and eventually the trees. He's building another barrack, so I know already what the strategy is going to be, but I'm not gonna spoil it. However, West is stone walling the middle. That is nice. Let's see if he completes the wall before Bishop arrives. So Bishop reached the feudal age and he's clicking supplies and men at arms. Another fishing ship. And Bishop is housed. So 3 panic houses. Let's take a look here. So the stable is up for West. Let's look at this equal as well. It's also housed at 25, so they equalized. So has the wood upgrade, has the farm upgrade, has no dock. And that's a shame. A dock would have been very useful, especially if you're going with food intensive units like scouts and then knights. The extra food from fish would definitely help. It's going to stone. Another little bit of harassment here. And West is creating some scouts. Only has 2 though. It's a bit late maybe. But the walls are coming up. The walls are coming up. And that's gonna be a very good thing for West. Hoping that there's no hole. And we see 4 men at arms. And let's see, this wall is coming up. Oh, the men-at-arms are coming exactly in this direction. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. But I think the wall will come up before the men-at-arms. Yes! So the walls are up. The walls are up. And actually they came this direction because Bishop clicked them on the other side, and that was the only hole available. So now Bishop finds himself against a stone wall with his 6 men-at-arms, and all West has to do is to have a villager maybe around and repair from time to time. I don't know if I like the tower, but sure, because the men-at-arms will just switch to a different part. However, the men-at-arms will go around and try to cause damage around here. West is walling here. It's housed again. The scout for Bishop goes down. West has 3 scouts. I don't like the tower, and you have to be careful because the wall could eventually go down. Okay, the men-at-arms just decide to... they are actually longswords, because Armenians get earlier upgrades for the infantry. So we see the stone walls here. Good. However, the house especially, they will go down very quickly to longswords. The blacksmith here, so to complete the wall. However, there's also this part. I don't think that Wes sees it. Well, he does. He has some vision here, so he knows. But would that be enough? So there's the 4 scouts. They see a longsword. They attack it. 5 scouts. Wes should go up ASAP. Wes has actually would just need a market to go up, and yeah, no, I don't like the attack upgrade. That's setting you back on the castle age, and you want the armor first anyway. So that's a point we'll have to talk about with Wes, only if he loses. If he wins, we'll wait after the tournament. So the scouts, I expect them to die here. Not only because there's a pikeman, but the longswordmen are... they fare well against the scouts. Especially since there's no armor upgrade and the scouts are dead. So now you're defenseless. You're technically open this side. I mean, those are good walls. But you're still open here, and they can come here. They can destroy the house in a second. Or they will just go straight for the TC. Who knows? They can be really hard to deal with. And I see a market from West, and Castle Age is up. Is in. Yeah, Bishop is in a very good spot to win this game. Yes, because he knows this strategy very well. I did tell Wes not about the strategy, but I told him watch out for Armenians, and he did not listen because he didn't ban them. Or research, because he could have done some research on the past games from Bishop, and he could have seen the strategy. So yeah, but he's doing archers, which is good, but it's a bit hard. You need 2 archery ranges. I don't know about the tower, maybe. See this tower before, I didn't like it, and yeah, that's why it's now here and does nothing. And so the longswords have taken the long way around. The archers are doing their work, however, there's no fletching. Oh, now fletching is in, and that might help. Good micro for the archers. It's tough because the longswords still do well against small numbers of archers. And yeah, you can see already with 4 or 3 archers, it's already good. West is up in Castle Age if the crossbow upgrade is skewed. However, it's skewed behind 3 archers. I would like to see another archery range. He has the wood. Yeah, very good micro. He did very well with the micro. And yeah, some long swords here. Again, you just send a villager, you repair the wall, and that's the end of that. Wes is trying to build a town center here. It doesn't have the situation fully under control yet. However, yeah, Bishop was trying to go to the side and wait for reinforcements. However, West found these units and is leading them to the town center that is being built, which is not good. But where West might lose 4 villagers, Bishop might lose his whole army to the archers. So I don't know if that's a good trade. I don't think it's a very good trade, honestly. Yeah, crossbow is in, and now wow. I don't see Botkin. I would like to see Botkin now, especially since the resources are there for it. And yeah, so Bishop lost his whole army. Let's have a look.
Yes,
He has 2 long swords, which are the ones that were here. Now moving away. He's now going up to Castle Age. Let's check the villagers. West is behind in villagers, which is probably due to the pressure of being under attack. However, he has to be careful. Building a stable, okay, so he's switching back into knights. With Lithuanians might make sense actually. Because with good upgrades, especially if you get the relics, the knights will do good against the long swords. Well, now the long swords though will become 2-handed swordsmen, so that's gonna be a bit tougher to deal with. Let's see. We have the first armor upgrade for the knights. We have the attack upgrade that came in feudal. We don't have bloodlines or husbandry yet. We don't have the Castle Age. Bloodlines is coming in. Husbandry as well is skewed. We don't have the eco upgrades from Castle Age. We have the feudal ones. Let's look at Bishop for a second. Bishop also is researching now the wood upgrade. So it seems that Bishop has switched to a more eco approach. As the second game, the early pressure kinda didn't work, and it seems that Bishop is now playing catch up, although he doesn't need to catch up in this game. He's ahead in villagers, and yeah, but not in army. Yep, West has more army and is now moving out with crossbows and knights. I would like to see a monastery and a monk going to collect the many relics that are on this map. Ooh, a central castle from West. That's actually kind of good, because this side is secured from the walls, and that should be fine. And the castle, while it doesn't wall everything off completely, it gives good control over this area. And yeah, pressure coming in. The Armenians have fortified church and the castle is being dropped by Bishop. So that will help, but that will cause some losses because West will find out and the Knights... Ooh, the Knights will have a nice party here. However, the castle will soon go up, so there will be not too many kills. The crossbows will probably all die, yep. Because the fortified churches also shoot arrows, so those Knights should move away. And yes, they are moving away. They try to pick a villager on the way. They will go to the main eco. That's good. Good raiding. So Bishop still has a gather point here. And he's building pikemen, which is good. However, if you trickle them in like that, it's not gonna do much. Because remember, Knights counter pikes. The castle, I like this castle, honestly. I think it's okay. He controls the gold and it blocks a choke point here. It gives a good presence on this side. This one, I mean, it's a defensive castle. It protects the eco. I think it's okay. Because it was under attack. Otherwise, more forward on these resources would have been better. So another castle here. Well, that makes 2 defensive castles for Bishop, and that's a bit of a problem because now you're playing defensive. And you're giving up map control to West. Who's walling off? I'm not sure about walling off right under the castle. It's not necessary. I would rather wall off the sides. He will surely do that next, but yeah. It's good to have a way for your troops to pass through, and it's a bad idea for the enemy to go under the castle fire normally. We have a pikeman guarding, watching the wall. Keeping an eye on the enemy. So one thing I maybe don't like about these walls is he could have walled here, saved some stone and gotten the relic. But that's okay. There's plenty of cows to be discovered, however they are for West to get right now. Because Bishop kinda stays in this area. And he's probably afraid to go out here. We see Armenian composite bowman. So there's also a tech switch for Bishop. Let's see. So West is up to imp. So West likes to go late game with the aggression. Bishop is taking a lead in villagers, building another castle which is also kind of defensive, honestly. Could have been more forward. What's up? I don't get it. Crack terrain? Cracks in the terrain? I don't know. What is it? Bishop has core lead, well, probably number of castles built, number of relics, resources collected for sure, because of the number of villagers. Let's see. So, Bishop Yeah, in economy has a lot of good lead, and society a little bit. Yeah, it's the eco that gives him the lead. And so now we see the bowmen go out. Now the bowmen ignore armor. They are strong versus infantry, weak versus archers and siege weapons. They should do alright against knights. But we see the ladies, and West is in Imperial Age. And all of these will go under the castle fire. Well, no, they stopped right before the castle. I don't think Bishop sees it. Doesn't know that it exists. He sees the walls here, but yeah. Yep. West walled everything. So he walled here, and that saved him early on, because he would have faced a lot of long swordsmen in feudal age, and then yeah, pulled off also this part here. Very defensive, but it's working so far. I don't like the army composition for Bishop, honestly. I'm not sure that these composite bowmen will do good against the ladies and the knights. How many relics? I think 0, because I don't think that West has a has a monastery. 2 relics. So there should be 2 more. Should get 2 more, and so there's 1 here, and the other ones are all on the other side of the wall. Oh, another castle here. So that's also very defensive, I guess. So there's a relic here. He picked this one. He picked this one. There should be another one on his island. No? Apparently not. Is there a priest with a relic somewhere? Yeah. He's picking up this one. So he will soon have 3. He would need 1 more to get the full advantage of relics with the Lithuanians. So we see a castle here from Bishop. And he's preparing some rams. And okay, Alabardier I like better against the expected Lithuanian knights. West is too peaceful here, because he had the advantage when he cleared out all the long swords, but now I don't know. Because as you could expect, Bishop is doing all those halberdiers. They have good upgrades, not full upgrades yet, I think. Also because it wasn't in Imperial Age yet. I forgot that the Armenians get also the pikeman upgrade first, so halberdier as well. They get it earlier in the Castle Age already. So I expect now Bishop to do also the armor upgrade, the final armor upgrade, and then it's gonna be hard, especially since West doesn't have armor upgrades. He's getting it now, together with Elite Lighties. Building production buildings, I like that. However, yeah, the eco is okay. Could be more. Well, There are 103 villagers for West, 124 for Bishop. So Bishop has a lead on the villagers, but the villager count for West is good. Why turn this into arena? I kind of agree. I kind of agree, but it's not for lack of trying. The early aggression from Bishop was interesting. However, West is good at defending. Actually, he's very good at defending, and did a very good job. And he's now moving out with the lattice because he has also 3 traps. I mean, it's late. He reached Castle Age a while ago, and the trebuchets should have been out already. 145. But Bishop is at 200 and 200. So we'll see. Because Bishop is now moving out at the same time. And Bishop has a lot of halberdiers. Let's see how many. Let's see. Halberdiers. Well, that's not all of them though. So the cap trams will probably go down, but so will all the cavalry from West. I mean, so I think Bishop made a mistake here in not garrisoning the halberdier inside the rams, and now West is throwing away his army. It's an attack ground from West with the trebuchet. He lost all of his knights, and that's not good. He did kill most of the halberdiers though, but how many barracks? I see 2 barracks here, another 2 here, against a bit more stables on this side. We have 6 stables for West. So the castle for the Armenians will go down. No. Yes. No. Oh, it stays up. Oh, and now it's the castle for West that might go down. However, Bishop is throwing away a lot of army under this castle. And yeah. Paladin is in, and they are not going for the ram, so he's repairing the castle, but that is too late with that many traps. Yes, the castle goes down, and now the base is open for West, and the problem is West has no army to defend. He's queuing up a lot of lighties and paladins, but you're at 0 army. However, Bishop is not moving out yet. Come on, move out. Traps. Here. That castle will never go up. Come on. Come on. You know that it doesn't have army. So the fishing ships are still working for Bishop. They cleared the side, but there's a lot of fish back here. We could add some more docks and still get good efficiency. So the ram moved forward alone. Well, there were some other partiers here, but there are no more. Yeah. 20 halves versus 15 paladins and 6 lighties. I think West needs to have an answer to these halberdiers. Do Lithuanians get hand cannoneer? They do. They do. That would be a good answer. Ooh, a snipe to the treads. Costly, but it's gonna stop push. So yeah. I mean, you threw away a lot of paladins that could have been maybe Hussar. But the problem is that now you don't have any army. So even the halberdiers become a raiding unit. Yeah, because the villagers, yeah, are gonna be chased by the halberdiers. However, Bishop has to be careful that the paladins don't snipe the ram. The composite bowman is doing quite well apparently against the paladin, but the paladin, yeah, now has the upgrades, so it's fine. The trap is gonna go down. The castle is being rammed down. True, the armor has no effect against the crossbowmen, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Still, it's not a reason not to research it. I'd rather have you research the armor than paladin. Okay, the ram goes down, which means, I mean, the pointy boys can still do a bit of damage, but it's gonna take a while. However, there's a trap on the other castle, which is being repaired. I think Bishop should focus on this side first. He lost way too much army to this castle. And yeah, let's have a look at Bishop. Bishop is at 200. So he's way better at keeping up production and population up. I mean, this trap here, and I don't see an answer to the halberdier from West. I think the hand cannoneer here would do well, also against the bowman probably. It is gold intensive, but there is gold here. This one is out of reach right now. And there's some gold here. Yeah, the units should be together, I agree. And the halberdier should be inside the ram. But also one ram is not gonna do it. However, the trebuchets will. Wes cannot repair those castles forever, especially since he's running out of stone. He's attacking with the paladins, trying to snipe the traps. However, again, that's gonna be very expensive. So the bowmen go down, but they do a lot of damage to the paladins. And the trebuchets will also go down. The problem is Bishop does have some gold here, but other than that, I don't see that much gold for Bishop. So Bishop might run out of gold. Well, there's this one. Bishop might run out of gold before Wes. But he's taking more efficient, more cost-effective fights. So yeah, sending a few halberdiers into a mass of paladins is not a very good idea. I agree. And also throwing away all the gold on rams and trebuchet. Yeah, the paladins seem to be running for the eco. And they will find the gold. Wes cannot repair the castle anymore though, because there's no stone anymore. He should build mining camps here and mine both of these things. Paladins have a fiesta here. But under the castle fire, I mean, sure, they are fully upgraded paladins, but yeah, the numbers have been thinned out. However, more should be produced here. Yep. And here, okay, there's more halberdiers. So, yeah, the positive is that the main unit for Bishop is the halberdier, and that does not cost any gold. So, even if gold runs out, it's okay. However, the trebuchets do cost gold. And those trebuchets will go down because Bishop is probably not looking here. And yep. However, again, these should not be paladins, these should be Hussar. Because Hussar costs no gold, they can snipe traps and die, it's fine. Paladins you'd like to keep. And the GG is called from Wes. From Wes? No, who resigned? Yeah, Wes resigned. Huh. 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 I think he ran out of gold and did not realize he had this gold. And did not have an answer to the halberdier. So Wes, next time, go with hand cannoneer. The Lithuanians do get it. And yeah, GG. Yeah, also the skirmishers are good. They are faster with the Lithuanians. They move 10% faster. And they also get extra armors from the unique tech. So yeah, there are options, but it's very expensive to throw away all the paladins to the halberdiers, especially if you want to snipe the traps. If you want to snipe, maybe go with the Hussar. They only cost food and nobody cares if they die. They are also very good at raiding for the same reason. You send them in the eco, they kill villagers, then they die and you don't care. Because if you look at the resources, you have the food, you also have the wood. What you're lacking is of course gold and stone. There's not a lot of either of these, but you had some stone here, you had some gold here, some other stone here. Resources were available. So it was still early, in my opinion, to call it. But good game. Good game. Alright, let's take a look at what is gonna be next. So we have seen Islands. That was a victory for Bishop with Vikings against Italians. We had Quarry, where we saw Wes do a great comeback. It was Spanish for Bishop, and it was what was the save for Wes? It was the Burgundians. And Evac now is a win for Bishop, so the score is 2-1 for Bishop. Armenians versus Lithuanians. So I guess the next map will be Bypass, unless Wes feels comfortable on Cross. Let's take a look at the saves. So what is remaining for Wes is Teutons, Mongols and Byzantines on hidden forts. Maybe Mongols. Yeah, Bishop went random for one save and got the Khmer. I would have picked Khmer before the Britons, but whatever. So Bishop has used the Armenians, the Vikings, and the Spanish. So he has Georgians, Khmer, and Britons. So on Bypass, I would go with the Khmer. The Khmer are actually great on Bypass. You can go early fast castle build and get the ballista elephants cut through the wood line and you're in the enemy base, and the ballista elephants are really hard to fight against. Let me check if the game is already up. Find. So there's also a game from the Jean Bureau bracket going on, but we will watch the game from Bishop and HylianWes, which is still setting up. Malay, well, with Malay you can do many things, including the Elephant Stampede. That's a very nice strat, but it relies a lot on it being unexpected. Yeah, you can try to help me install Capture H. However, I have to warn you, I am on Linux, so good luck with that. Exactly. So that's why I do things like create spreadsheets to figure out how much idle time did I have based on the number of villagers I have when I click up to feudal or castle age, because I have to calculate that stuff. Unless someone else, AoE2 is playable on Linux. Yes, it works perfectly actually. Well, you do need a fix for the multiplayer, but that's easy to do. You can play most games on Linux. I play, I mean, it's really hard for me to have a game that is not playable at all. Actually, Age of Empires was one of these back before I don't know if the HD version worked. I never tried. But before the the older version of Age of Empires, at least one, didn't work well on Linux. But that was a long time ago. So the game has started. We have 20 seconds until the game starts. Okay, let's switch to it. The map is bypass. So we have the Britons against the Byzantines. So I did not guess either of these. So Britons get more range on the archers, get the longbowmen, get werewolf trebuchets, cheaper town centers, and faster sheep also. Yep, 25% faster, and faster archery ranges as well. Let's switch to, they switch color. The Byzantines are known for their sturdy buildings, very defensive. They are also very well known for their cheap trash units. So, very good defensive civilization. Yeah, I would also like to see an early aggression, because the palisade walls will go down very fast to archers, especially Saracen archers, but in general. And that's what I told Wes when we were talking about stuff. I told him, watch out, that bypass is a false closed map, because actually in feudal age you can break through the walls quite easily. Since this wall is very long, it can be hard to defend. There's also the middle you have to be careful about. Yeah, the stone is towards the middle here for both of them actually. The gold is forward for Bishop. And it is well protected for Wes. But it's a good thing that Wes is the Byzantines and not the British, I guess. So elephant is in, elephant is in. They found the sheep. Yeah, they found the Wes found his sheep. Bishop also found the sheep. It's getting already a second. See you, Maestro. Thank you for coming by. Alright. Second elephant has been lured. Only 2 on board. That's super tight build. 3 for Wes. And Wes is adding houses here. So he's walling off this middle section. Perfect timing for the second board. I'm amazed. But the villager almost died to the boar, but was saved. Okay. Alright. I don't know what's up with this house placement. It's a bit weird, but okay. I guess it makes a wall in case there's some aggression coming from this side, but so Bishop is now going heavier on the wood.
Impero.
That's 5 on wood. Even 6.
Presto.
And also stragglers. So they are both at 19. Villagers 20 now. And they both seem to take a fast castle approach. Scout is hiding here behind the big trees. While Bishop is actively scouting. Let's see how good of a job. So, okay, he's only now scouting the other side. And let's have a look at Wes. Wes, a bit less scouting around his base. But I guess he found what he needed to find, so. However, the scout is idle yet now. Wes is going to gold, further confirming a fast castle build. He will go up at 24 builds. With 3 Dark Age farms. Yeah, he's up at 24 builds. Let's switch back. And Bishop is up at 22. Does he have loom? Yes. Alright, let's view the age first for Bishop. also walling the middle part. Well, not completely. They are leaving the gate open. They're leaving the gate, which is problem with the gate is that it has technically more HP than the palisade wall. However, it has less armor. Pierce armor has only 2 against 5, and it has more attack surface. So like you can get a lot of knights, for example, attacking the gate at the same time, whereas the palisade, not so many. Can build. So he's building a marketplace in blacksmith, and he wants to go up. Doesn't have the food yet, but should be able to go up soon. Wes, I think, should be able to. Oh, he's building a stone gate. Okay. Wes is not building his buildings. Oh,
Ready.
sneak villager and a house. I guess to keep an eye on things. So here's the market. And here is the blacksmith. 2 on the blacksmith and 2 on the market. Okay. So it has to create another villager. And will not be able to click up yet. Scouts fighting. So no feudal aggression, sorry Dennis. Yeah, West is going to be defensive. I mean, he did it with the Lithuanians. Why wouldn't he do it with the Byzantines? If I play on bypass, I will try and do feudal aggression, so you can all laugh at my attempt, okay?
Presto.
So Castle Age is in for West. It's actually almost halfway through. Castle Age is almost there for Bishop. So okay, Bishop will be first in Castle Age. I don't see any military building, so nothing that suggests an aggression in Castle Age either. West has a barracks, but if I had to guess, it's just to be ready in case of aggression, because he knows that Bishop tends to be more aggressive. So a barracks is coming up for Bishop. Let's see if he places 1 TC, and he might place another. Only 1 TC. So that's something that he told me he kind of maybe adapted a little bit after playing against me. Like it's so, because I tend to go all in with 1 TC and he tends to go 3 TC. Well, here it is. And well, he told me, okay, I'm trying to focus a little bit more on being a bit more aggressive and maybe not have 3 TCs that then idle all the time, because that was what was happening. And having played Bishop on my first game and having trained with him quite a few times, I can say that very confidently that he has improved a lot since the beginning of the tournament. Has changed his approach a lot, and yeah. But Wes is not to be underestimated. He's very good at defending. The second game was actually a very good defensive game. Dennis, you haven't seen it, I think. You probably should. You would like that one. There is feudal aggression. So a castle is here to defend. He's not worried about the middle because of the stone gate and the houses. But now he's defending the front. And now he can probably relax. However, no extra TCs. No extra TCs. I think... Another TC. I don't like the placement of this TC. Not one bit. So I don't like the placement of this TC because it's blocking farm space. And you could build it out here. On the gold. Much better. It's also 4 TC. Like, do you need 4 TCs? Okay, they are cheaper for British, but... Longbows dominate here. I think the extra range gives a very good advantage. Cataphracts, I mean, aren't they weak against archers? Yeah, they are weak against archers. So it's like the last unit I'd want to make as the Byzantines. It's the cataphracts. Like, it's also expensive, right? 70 and 75. Yeah, it's very expensive. I don't get it. Like, you know that you're gonna face archers, and I would expect skirmishers, as always from Byzantines. Let's see. It's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off. So he built stables. He built a university. So right now, West is being more aggressive in terms of building actually some army. But we'll see. Skirm Cataphract. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure because the cataphract will die to the longbow. Maybe it's... I mean, it's an expensive meat shield, right? It would attract maybe the fire from the archers while the skirmishers do their work. They can close in on the range, but at that point you make what? You make sheep halves, and those are just meant to die, right? They die to the archers while the skirmishers kill the archers. Would be cheaper, or maybe even they get. Do they get Hussar? I think they do, right? Yeah, they get Hussar. Bishop has a castle to drop. Probably. Let's look at the resources. So Bishop doesn't have a castle yet. Bishop does not have a castle yet because he's building stone walls. Wow. We get the arena too. And the funny thing is that he has a mining camp outside of this wall. Like at that point you could have built a wall here, I don't know. And it's doing the same here. I mean here you're taking away the placement for TC. I think that was
Mandatum.
Whatever. It's a bit too conservative, too defensive. Like it looks like Bishop is scared here. yeah, I mean, as you're going heavy on TCs, you could even have a TC here, all the food, all the extra gold and stone and stuff. That would be actually good. But he seems very much afraid. No, it's not the final, it's the semi-final. Yep, semi-final. But Bishop is leading with the score. I guess maybe he figured... I don't know how comfortable he is with Britons. Maybe it was almost random civ pick, and he's not very confident with them. Doesn't like the map either. And he saw then Byzantines and thought immediately, oh, skirmishers, that's gonna be really hard. And I agree that West is not booming. Has only 2 TC, and I think this one is very fresh. And he's not being a... Wait a second. He is doing a forward castle. Ooh, this could be interesting. Ooh. So let's take a look at the difference in economy. Bishop has 1,000 points just there, additional. But Bishop has no military. He has buildings though. He's building a castle here? Of all places? Here? Yeah, I know, right? Pushing with Byzantines and turtling with Lithuanians. Who is this legend? So, Bishop is building barracks. And the thing is, pikemen don't work against cataphracts. You think horses are pikemen? But no. Cataphracts, I mean, they don't care that much about pikemen. Yeah, exactly. If Bishop doesn't know how the cataphract works, and here is a TC that should have been from Bishop, not from West. West here is being more aggressive, probably because he's behind, right? He knows that he has to win this game, otherwise he's out. So he is pushing. So here comes the counter castle from the British. Bishop is being very defensive here. And let's take a look at the number of villagers. So Bishop is already at 128 villagers. West is almost half that. It's 2-1. West 1-1 game. Still 2-1 or 2-0, and if you lose another one, you're out. So there's the castle that are doing damage to the cataphracts, but the cataphracts are in, and okay, that's a lot of pikemen, so that could still work. However, it's not the counter that you think it is. There are some longbowmen. And yeah, the cataphracts are not having that much value, honestly, especially considering how expensive they are. Like, if this was light cav, this would be great. But these are cataphracts. Like, they cost 70 food and 75 gold. Was there any armor? You see the armor here on the left? There was one armor. It's, yeah, you're looking at west. So we have Halberdier from Bishop. The problem is if he gets elite cataphract, it's getting bracer and chemistry. So do the Byzantines get? They get the hand cannoneer. Get the hand cannoneer. Might not be. I don't know, against the archers and the longbowmen. I don't know. What is Bishop up to? So he has one castle here. Oh, he's moving out this side and building a mining camp. Mining camp? This was what? House wall? I don't know. He's building an outpost. I don't know why he didn't build a town center. So West is almost at 200. No, that's Bishop. Sorry, that's Bishop. So Bishop is way better at growing the population quickly. West is definitely behind. This is going down here. Some longbowmen are going forward here. Trebuchet war on this side. I'm not sure you want to get into a trebuchet war against the British, especially if they have werewolf. Which bishop? I'll never know, right? I'll never know. Was it researched? Was it not? I honestly don't know. Siege engineers, chemistry, and what's that? That's masonry, right? They seem accurate to me. I think werewolf. And the longbowmen, they died to the TC. Yeah, that's true. Bishop is not doing a lot of armor. He's doing some longbowmen, but not many of them. Let's have a look at Wes. Wes is doing cataphracts, which are weak against archers. At least the numbers of cataphracts is 22, whereas Bishop has... Well, it has a lot of pikemen, 39, which I guess are still gonna work. But the longbowmen are only 7, and then the 4 trebuchet. Yeah, Bishop is almost pop capped. Does not have ballistics. That's true. And yeah, so cataphracts here. I think they dealt with the longbowmen. Bishop has built a wall. However, will he notice? He does notice, and he will wall off his villager. That's okay. Hello? Some villagers going to hunt and then going to build a house. I guess West was housed. Oh, petards that will die to the castle fire. Maybe no. They managed to break through the wall. That's a nice play. Cataphracts, however, against this number of halberdiers under the castle fire in a choke point, I'm not too sure. Cataphracts deal trample damage, but it's only the elite, I think, right? He's trying to lure the halberdiers into the town center, and in so doing, he's dying to the longbow. Now they have ballistics, so the longbowmen will actually do well against the cataphracts. And yes, so the traps are moving forward. Don't forget these are werewolf traps, so 100% accuracy and they do splash damage. I think West is being too smart here because the cataphracts should do well, but they should be elite, and they are not elite. Elite longbowman is coming. Let's see, considering the amount of halberdiers, the cataphracts did well. They won this fight, and the problem is Bishop was at 200, has a shitload of barracks. He's also attacking from the center. A lot of idle eco for West, and the GG is called. And this is it. This is the end. Well played, good luck next. And yes, well played both. It was a good attempt. I feel like neither of the two knew about the cataphract being good against the halbs, or not suffering against the halbs as a knight would. Yeah, these are a lot of halbs, and if they were longbowmen, it would have been, well, a quicker death. Yeah, well played. Well played to both. Bishop moves on to the final. And I will see if I manage to win my next match. The Alfred the Alpaca bracket will finish the way it started. Bergwijn versus Bishop. Yeah, I think Wes was a bit overwhelmed because the traps were pushing here, and couldn't handle two fronts, and he lost most of his cataphracts here, well, all of them actually. And yeah, the problem was the bill count, right? He got to 96 against 140. They didn't have enough villagers, didn't have enough castles maybe to go cataphract, because that castle went down. And yeah. Hey Bishop, congratulations. You were out of gold. You were out of gold because you didn't place a TC here. You should have placed, instead of this TC that's blocking farm space from that one, you should have put it here, right? Or even here, or there before planned. That's why you ran out of gold. Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. And forgot side resources. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Bishop. I know. I know not to let you boom, and I never let you boom. Oh yeah, yeah. I will not ban the Spanish. Let's put it this way. But what killed you really were the raids from West. Those were very effective, and yeah, you got a lot of resources into that. But your switch to conquistadors was slow. Well, you didn't expect to have to do that switch, right? And yeah, West played incredibly well the second game. I mean, he played well all the games, but that second game was amazing. Like the way he defended, he did not give up. Here you could argue he gave up maybe a bit early. I mean, he's the Byzantines. You see this amount of longbowmen, maybe the skirmishers, you know. And yeah, his first castle could have been much more aggressive. The one in the middle, you mean? Maybe. I mean, I don't think it was a bad castle. It was his other castle that was not aggressive. It was a very defensive one. It was the one next to the shoreline, and I think that one, yeah, could have been more aggressive. He waited too much. Like after he defended against your Armenian push with the long sword, he let you back into the game. Like at that point, you were like in a oh shit moment. That didn't work. What do I do? And yeah, you were trying to catch up with them. And actually, you didn't need to catch up because you were ahead the whole time in villager count. Because West didn't boom fast enough, didn't attack fast enough. You should have used this advantage. He was up to imp first. It let you get to imp and get all the upgrades that you needed. It never switched to anything else than knight. So he lost a lot of paladins to your halbs. Still getting the upper hand, but it was much more cost effective for you. And yeah, that was it. Oh, the this one. So this is game 4. It's not game 3. Am I wrong? Yeah, this is game 4. You think it should have been more aggressive. So you already had the stone wall. So he built it here. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure. Maybe on this side. I mean, he didn't scout this side. Could have been maybe here. Well, actually, there's a hole now, but I don't think there was a hole when he was building the castle. Could have been on this side, but it wasn't bad to take you off gold. It was actually good. The first castle. Okay, yeah, he went defensive. Well, honestly, you both were a bit defensive. Like, you walled here, that was very defensive. Also here, that's very defensive. Like, you wall here, or even a bit more aggressive, like you did here, right? And then you get all of these resources, and yeah, going through stone walls gives you time to react to things. So you both were very defensive. I agree that this castle was maybe, yeah, with better scouting, you could have figured out, hey, I can build it more forward. But I understand. Like he felt safe here because he had this stone wall, stone gate, and the houses. And at that point, it was like, okay, my front is still vulnerable. I will build it here. Yeah. Yeah, well played. But did you know that the cataphracts don't die to halbs?
Ready.
Because you took some fights with the halbs against the cataphracts, and the cataphracts actually won. Because the cataphracts
Yay.
are vulnerable to archers. Yeah, I mean, you had like, I think 40 halbs and he had 20 cataphracts. If those were knights, the halbs would shred, right? But in this case, the halbs lost. I'm not sure they have trample until the elite upgrade. I think they don't, honestly. Let's have a look. Yeah, strong versus infantry, weak versus archers. Weak versus it's here. It's Logistica. You need the imperial upgrade to get trample damage. no, all you had to do was build more longbowmen, and that's it. That would have been enough. Of course, the problem is he should have switched to skirms because it's the Byzantines, but he didn't. So, yeah, the longbowmen would have done fine. Plus, you still have the range advantage as the British. So yeah. Good games. And yeah. So I think I'm gonna end it here. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. It has been my first experience streaming, and yeah, I can't wait to see if I get to face Bishop again in the final or not. All right, let's see. How does that work? Who do we have live? Oh, we have D90. I think we're gonna raid D90. Okay, see you, and thank you for tuning in.